All right. What's going on, everybody? BB4 here, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another glorious episode of PIXELMON, Minecraft PIXELMON, that is. And today, I wanted to let you know that we spent more than 100 days building Pallet Town. As you can see on the screen there, we spent about 328 days building Pallet Town, and now we're done. I just wanted to make this video to highlight our journey, so I compressed a lot of our adventure, over 30 episodes, into one nice compact video for you guys. So sit back and enjoy. I appreciate all the support, and we have some interesting things coming up. So with that being said, it's your boy DB4, and we out. Now, we started this journey off exploring the world to the north to make sure we can find the perfect location to build Pallet Town. And that's exactly what we did. We found the utmost important perfect location. We managed to find the best location possible. And this is how it all began. Wow. 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 And more wow. You guys don't believe how unbelievably lucky this is. We could not have found a better location to place Pallet Town in the entire game. Now, we scouted out the location we wanted to find on the map. We wanted a nice big open plains. And the main reason why I wanted a plains is because I'm like, yeah, a plains would be easier to work with. But I wanted a plains that came off of a beach, because if you pay attention to the way Pallet Town is designed, it comes off a beach and you go down to the Cinnabar Islands and things of that nature. Now, we found the ocean here, and we have a beach, and we have a plains. That's what made me head this direction. But which was a bonus, in my opinion, was to have forest around where we're going to build, because that will give us, you know, spawns like Caterpie, Butterfree, all the spawns that we run into in the early game on Pallet Town. So we do have tons of forest over here. Now, what was an additional bonus for our location was going to be if we had extreme hills near where we were going to build Pallet Town. Because if we pay attention, if we started Pallet Town down here in this area, and we wanted to just say, let's say, you know what, let's create Route 1 in Viridian City, and then we can go into the extreme hills and build Pewter City. So I was thinking we could possibly, in sometime in the future, extend this all the way from Pallet Town to straight up to Pewter City, but we would need all of these biomes to connect. So we got the biomes to connect. That was very lucky. But what makes this even more lucky and even more canon is we got a gym to spawn real close to these mountains. So this is a gym, but it's the rock gym. It's the earth gym. So this means that guy up there is Brock. And we actually have Brock that spawned near a mountain, and we're going to call this town Pewter City. So we're definitely building Pallet Town over here. So this was probably the most amazing spot we could have gotten, because of how the gym spawned. This gym could have been any gym. There's like 40 different gyms this gym could have been, but it's the rock gym, the perfect gym for us to take out once we build Pallet Town. The perfect gym. All right, now that let's get on top of a tree so we can be safe from spawns. Meowths. All right. With the way Pallet Town is designed, I want to be on the coast. I'm thinking it's going to be somewhere around a 5x8 or 3x5. The entire town. I'm thinking a 5x8. So let's start here. If we put it here, It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. We could probably bring it up one. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up into that forest area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back towards the river. So are we on the coast of it? Maybe if we come over one, we'll cut out this ravine in the river. And make this the coast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I like this better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I like this better. We'll cut most of that ravine out of the build, and we won't have to shove that too much. So this will be our coastline. So I think we're in the chunk we need to be in. So this is the chunk we need to be in. All right. And let's go down to the bottom. I just want to put a huge pillar at the first chunk we're going to start building in. If I'm not mistaken, it's in the chunk beside this one. All right. Right where this great ball is at is where we're going to start the build, most likely. Like, right in this spot right here. A little up more. Right here. This is where we'll start the build. Oh no, actually. It's actually over here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Oh, our inventory is filled up already. We got a lot of stuff we're going to have to clean up. Maybe if I just zoom my map in, it'll be easier for me to pick it. It's right here. Right here. This is exactly where we're going to start building Pallet Town. Mudkip will destroy you. But we're going to run. We're not going to take these battles. And I knew that was going to happen. That's why I didn't want to get into a drawn out battle. Let's pillar up right here. I don't want to fall to our doom or anything. Wait. Yeah. This is our coast of Pallet Town. This is the very edge of Pallet Town right here, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Yep, coming up from here. We're going to start building Pallet Town right here. So let's put a giant pillar up here. A nice big ugly pillar. And this is our build site. Welcome to the groundbreaking of Pallet Town. Feels good. Feels good. All right. Now that we've taken care of that, let's pull out our mind before we fall to our doom. Now that we know exactly where Pallet Town is, I think we can basically get out of here. And we'll be let's just scan the, oh man, it's going to be tons and tons and tons of terraforming. Oh man. But it doesn't matter. We have to kind of plan it right here no matter what. Tons of terraforming. I might go with the hollow earth thing. Let's see how many is up. It's 8. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 up until that tree line. So we got to terraform everything up until this tree line. Yeah. Yep, everything up into this tree line got to get terraformed. That means we got to remove this entire mountain right here. I think it'd be better to just remove this dirt, all of it. That way we'll get a lot of the grass blocks we're going to need. I think we're going to drop this entire mountain down to like this level or so. What level is this? 73? Probably lower. Probably a 72. Let's see how low this ground is. $70. Oh, this is 69. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut 3 layers off this entire area. That's a lot of shovels. Yeah, we're gonna be cutting like 3 layers off this entire area. Probably more. If we go down to the coastline, which I'm not gonna do, I'll probably come here. This will probably be the start of that little pond that's in Pallet Town, and we'll stretch it out to the lake over there. But we'll probably go as far down to this level here. I like this right here, 60. I mean level 69. So this needs to be filled in. Yeah. We're going to drop everything down to 69 and cut this entire mountain out. Ooh, it's going to be a lot of work. But yeah, I think we're going to start doing that in a few episodes. Our next episode is probably going to be a lot of collections and stuff like that. All right. We finally arrived. And look at it. Isn't it a beaut? We are here. Pallet Town, ladies and gentlemen, right off the coast. The Cinnabar Owls is that way, by the way. Let's get it. Let's do it. Now, what we basically want to do today is, let's look at the map real quick. I want to set a perimeter all the way around where we're going to be building, so I don't make sure I get all of my measurements correct. And I want to dig the ground down to about this level here. I'm thinking about keeping this pool, but I might cover this up and back it up a bit to like right here. But this is basically in line exactly where I need it. And I think we're going to go with this bit of land here. So we're going to put a big, huge perimeter around here with our netherrack, and then we're going to dig this land down to level 69. We're on Y69 now. We want this entire land in a 5x6 chunk to be on this level. So we got a lot of work to do. So I guess I'll put on some good old music and get right to it. And anything below this, we're going to most likely fill in. But the first thing we want to do is start placing our netherrack at the coast here. We want to start building. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I did think we were going to start up one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're going to, yeah. So we're going to start right here. So let's move over there. And here we go. We're going to start placing the first bricks of Pallet Town right now. Let's go over a little bit more. It's hard for me to see exactly where we're at on the map, but let me zoom in and make sure I place these bricks correctly. These are the first bricks planted in Pallet Town. And our first attack is a Meowth. This is going to happen a lot. So bear with me. These Meowths are kind of aggressive. I'm trying to get the perfect... It's on this line here. This line. Yeah. And it's like a few blocks back this way. Is it this one? Yep, this is the stone. There it is. That's the cornerstone of Pallet Town. This block right here. The cornerstone of Pallet Town, ladies and gentlemen. Our first blocks placed. Now, we're going to get this perimeter worked out. And I'll be back with you guys when we got the perimeter worked out, and then we'll start, flattening this land out. So I'll cut on some music, and I'll be back with you guys when we're done. All right. We got the perimeter set up. Let's take a look. That's about how big the starter pallet time is going to be. Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. Now I guess we can move on to the hard part. Flattening this whole thing out and dropping everything down to this level. We're even going to fill this in most likely. And I forgot to bring my dirt. So that's a thing. I should have definitely brought the dirt with us. Beat it, Mareep. So I'm going to set up a chest. Basically a junk chest to help deal with a lot of the junk we're going to be collecting. And then we're going to get right to it, flattening this whole land out. So let me sort this out and we'll get right into another good old time lapse. Let's make a little workstation. Captured score bunny. Yeah. Alright, we just finished flattening this place out. As you can see, we're 100% flat. And I decided to capture score bunny. I'm pretty sure there was probably a few other rare Pokemon while we were doing our thing. Look, we even got a Magikarp down there. But we decided to capture just the score bunny. We ignored everything else. But as you can see, if you look at our map, everything is flattened out and even. I decided to leave this patch of stone there just for now. We're going to remove it because we're actually going to dig up this entire layer and replace it with a unique floor, a unique type of grass. So we're going to end up digging up this layer. This is layer 70. We're going to dig this up and replace it anyway with a lot of, we need this grass blocks to craft the floor we're going to put down. But that's going to be later in a future episode when we start actually building Pallet Town up. We just wanted to break ground and basically flatten out this area. We do have this little area over here in the corner that we can flatten out, but it's not too important. I don't think any of the buildings or anything is going to go over here, so we don't have to worry about that at the moment. But we will get to that eventually. We're probably going to do, look, a mini zigzagoon. We're probably going to get to that in a future episode. But for now, I'm pretty satisfied with this. I decided to bring it up an extra layer. I was going to drop everything down in layer 69, but I realized that we were running low on shovels, so I wouldn't have been able to dig a whole nother layer out. So I decided to do some filling in. And we were almost at max capacity in our chest. So what I ended up doing was we had almost 2 double chests of dirt. And believe it or not, we used almost every single bit of it, filling in the 59th layer to bring it up to 70. So it all worked out perfectly. We have about 2 stacks of dirt left. And we filled in all the gaps, all the holes. I think there's a small cave over there to the far right, over there by the stone, but it's not too much of a big deal. It's not like a 1 block high gap or nothing, but we'll get the blueprints up for the buildings in the future. But for now, I think we're good with flattening Pallet Town out. So yeah, let me figure out some inventory stuff and I'll be right back. All right. We've worked out some inventory stuff. Now let's finish this entire build. Let's run over here. Well, not the entire build. Let's finish off putting down the footprints of Pallet Town. Let's run over here. And I've decided I'm going to use the last of our dirt. Alright, if Ekans will leave us alone. Let's run over here real quick. And let's fill in this area. Just to make sure all of the map is flat. We do have a little bit of dirt left, so let's do it. I'll fill this in. And then we'll move on. Alright, there we go. Now the entire map is flat and the entire map is clear. We have a little bit of debris here and there, but we're not going to worry about that for now. We'll just pick it up as we go. We'll just smack it off the ground as we go along. Now let's start laying down the footprints of our builds. Now if you pay attention to Pallet Town, I'm going to try to remember to put a picture right here actually. I'm going to try to put the picture of Pallet Town. If you pay attention to Pallet Town, there's about 3 major structures in Pallet Town. 4. Well, actually 4 if you include the lake or the little pond that leads to the beach or the ocean. There's about 3 to 4 major structures in Pallet Town. So I want to just lay down the footprints for those now before we move on. And we're going to have to dig up this obsidian too. So let's get to doing that now and then we'll move forward. So I guess we can go into another time lapse and I'll be back with you guys when we finish the footprint. Let's get it going. finished laying down the footprints. Now let's take a look. This area over here, where the obsidian pile is going to be our house, or Red's house. This footprint over here is going to be our rival's house. And this footprint is obviously going to be Professor Oak's lab, where all the mysterious things happen. And this down here is going to be the little lake or pond or, you know, river, whatever you want to call it, that's at the bottom of Pallet Town. I thought this would suffice, but it seems like we're going to have to make this about 3 times as big as it already is. So, yeah, we still have a lot more work to do. Like, for instance, we'll have to dig out this entire space here. This entire space has to get dug out. And we're going to run this little lake here. We're going to expand it and run it all the way down to the beach. Beat it, Rattata. And as you can see, our Dreadnought is completely out of PP with 2 of his moves that have very high PP. Dreadnought's been destroying everything in Pallet Town. Every single mon. But yeah, we're going to run this entire lake down all the way to the beach. All the way. So we still have some work to do. All the way to this block. So we still have a lot of work to do as far as, you know, shoveling and stuff. But that's all like after we finish building the entire Pallet Town. Then I'll come over here and make this entire lake bigger. At first we'll keep the small lake for now. And we'll fill it up and then run it down to the river that way. But they got a small trench and run it down to the ocean that way. But for now we'll just keep it like this. But yeah, that's gonna be the entire Pallet Town's footprint laid down. Now, believe it or not, all of this stuff combined with laying the perimeter, digging out, it was an entire mountain range over here, or a complete hill, digging out the hill, filling in the caves, flattening everything out, and then filling in all the blinks. Took me around about 3 hours, so that was a lot of work. So I'm glad we got it over with, and we got to do a lot more terraforming around the edges once we actually get Pallet Town up. We're going to do some terraforming around the edges. We're not going to have it look like we just plopped a square down here. It's going to look natural when we're done. But for now, I think we're done with Pallet Town. I think we should leave, we'll leave some stuff behind. We're going to be building with this stuff a lot, so we'll leave a lot of this stuff behind. We're building up a huge junk chest, as you can see. Our tools are spent, so I think our building is done. All right. We didn't stick the landing, but we've arrived at Pallet Town. All right, here we have it, folks. Now, I want to get right to work. So there's a few things I want to do. The very first thing I want to do is get rid of all of this stone. We're not really going to be using none of this stone at the very least. So that's going to be our first objective, to get rid of this layer of stone. Just the first layer. We can leave the second layer there. And we're going to get rid of this obsidian. And once we're done with that, we'll move on to the next phase, which we're most likely going to dig up this entire first layer of grass. I haven't fully decided yet, but most likely we are, because we're going to replace it. So with that being said, let me set up a little base of operations down here, over here again, and then we're going to get right to work, because there's tons of work to do. So let's get right to it. So I guess I'll set up a base of operations, and we'll run over there and start removing that stone immediately. So after we remove that stone, I'll get right back with you guys. See you then. All right. We got up that layer. Oh man, that was a lot of stone. Several stacks, several stacks of stone and stuff. We don't even have enough places to put it all, but we came away with a lot. Now, the most important thing we need to worry about now is grass blocks. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift up this entire, I'm not sure if we even have, let's see if we have a comparable amount of grass blocks. I doubt it, highly doubt it. Nah, we don't have nowhere near enough. Well, to be real, let's check the map real quick. Let's check the map. We need about one chunk, 2, 3. We need a lot of it. We need a lot of just grass blocks. We probably gonna have to do a lot of improvising. But the first thing we're gonna do is there's another set of trenches we're gonna have to dig out. But first, I think we're gonna do some filling in the blanks. Well, should we even fill in the blanks when we got so much of this stuff we have to remove? Well, anyway, we're going to get on to the next phase. We're going to remove this next layer of grass. All of the layers that we're going to end up replacing, we're going to remove them. So let's get to that now. And I guess when I finish with removing this layer of all or most of these layers of grass, then I'll be back with you guys. But let me put some stuff away to clear some inventory, and then we'll get right to it. Beat it, Mareep. Yeah, we're gonna have tons of junk out here. Yeah, let me put some inventory away, and then we'll get right to, you know, picking up this layer. Let's go. That was a lot of work. That was a lot of work. Now that we have that first layer of grass removed, and I planted some more grass and allowed some more dirt to allow some more grass to grow, just so we can probably have a little bit of a surplus. And as you can see, we got tons of just plain old grass blocks. And I think we have a few more over here. Yeah, we have a few more over here. Tons and tons of grass blocks, because we're gonna need to replace the grass we have down with a different type of grass. And I'm gonna show you guys what type right now. Let's get into it. First things first, let's go into our inventory. Let's go into our other inventory, and let's craft up a few things. First thing we're gonna craft is something called poke grass. See, it's a 4 for 4 transfer rate. And as you can see, we got poke grass. Now this grass is the grass we're going to put down in the spots, in all the spots that we picked up the grass from. So let's do that now. Let's craft up all of this stuff and then we'll get right to it. Shouldn't take too long. So yeah, that's basically what we're going to do, and then we're going to fill in all the blanks with the poke grass, and then it should give us the look we're looking for. So if we look at the map, all of the places that aren't filled in with grass, I didn't take out, we're going to leave that as normal grass, and we're going to fill in everything else. And I guess when we're done with that, I'll be back with you guys. So let me get to that and we can move on to the next step. All right, cool. All right. We've done it. We finally completed phase 1 of building Pallet Town. Let's go check out the map real quick. As you can see, we dug up all of the grass and we replaced it with poke grass, and we also put down the foundations of each of the buildings. Let's take a look. Now you can see we have the basic foundation of the buildings in. We also replaced all of the main roads with poke grass, and we left the other grass there that we're not going to replace. Now the only thing left to do on this layer is to dig out the rest of this pond, but we're going to wait to do that. We're going to dig this out probably about to the sea, so we got about 3 trunks worth of digging to do, but that's going to be easy enough when we fill in the lake. Now the reason why I was calling these outlines a footprint and not an actual blueprint is because these outer perimeters represent the roof as well. So I accounted for the roof space as well as the actual building. This is going to be the size of the buildings, and this is the size of the buildings with the roof. So if you count this, so this is how big the lab is going to be, and so forth and so on. So that's basically the first step complete. Now the only thing left to do is to move on to the next step. But in order to complete the next step, there's going to be tons of more materials we're going to need to gather. So I'm thinking we're going to possibly do a resource gathering session, because I don't want to have to stop in the middle of our second phase to go gather resources. So I think since we had enough resources to do the bottom layer, before we bring the buildings up and get the walls and the roof together, I want to make sure we have all the necessary resources. So on the next episode, or the next thing we're going to do is get into resource gathering. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to handle some inventory stuff, and I'll be right back with you guys. Pallet Town in all its glory. Let's go. Finally back. We're finally back. All right, let's go. We have a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. All right, first things first, what we're going to do in this episode is we're going to put up the walls and the roof of all of these buildings. That's going to be our main objective for today. We're going to try to make sure we can get up these walls and these roofs. I'm pretty sure I have all the material I need, and if we don't, that all of the supplies we need is real close. We can get a lot of material from the ocean, and we might need a little bit of gravel. So, you know, if we do need any supplies, it'll be those two. But I doubt it. We'll just see how it goes. And I do want to start off this river, or this little lake that's going to be, or pond, whatever you want to call it, that's going to be in Pallet Town. So I do want to get this going. So I want to kind of dig this out and fill this in. And I also want to, you know, bring it down at least one chunk and start to get the water flowing almost down to the beach. So that being said, let's get to work. Let's put some of our chests down, and then we'll get to work. Meowth, you really don't want no drama. You really don't want no drama, Meowth. I warned you. I tried to warn you, Meowth. Thanks for the gold. Appreciate you. Alright, now with that being said, let's pull out a bunch of this stuff. We got a bunch of stuff we got here. Alright, let's put our chest monster down. Alright, netherrack. This is all we got. We might need some. We're gonna need a tool. Yeah, we're gonna need one of our tools. We might need some more dye. I'm not sure yet. I doubt it, but we'll see. First things first, we have to break down all of this nether quartz, because we're gonna use this block mostly for the houses. So let's make a big nether quartz pillar and let's break it down. All right, let's go. All right. Take a look at this monstrosity in all of its glory. This is probably effectively about 20 stacks of nether quartz. Finish gathering all the clay blocks we're going to need. We got a bunch of stuff smelting up. It's going to take a while. We got our lava buckets in there too. We want to have to retrieve those. Let's take our lava buckets out. Let's also do something else important. Give me our ores real quick. Yeah, we're still refining materials at the moment. Give me about 6 iron. We're going to need 2 extra buckets. Let's craft those up. Let's get these 2 extra buckets just in case we run across some lava. But for now, we're going to use it to like help us fill this in a little bit better. So first thing we're going to do, we're not going to move this just yet, even though we're going to have to. I'm dreading moving this. You know what? Let's move it now. Let's actually move this now. It's in the way. Let's move it. Those are all of our grass blocks. So let's get them out the way. And we should have enough inventory space if we put away some of this junk as well. We'll definitely have enough. Alright, let's crack this chest and move it. Let's put it over here somewhere. Oh, we can't do it like that. Okay, cool. Not enough inventory. I should have dumped this stuff while I was at it. Alright, let's put this stuff away, then we'll start getting to the next phase of storage. It's like a this is like a straight resource refining episode. I planned on getting these builds up way quicker, or starting the initial builds way quicker than this, but you know, you can't plan for everything. You can just plan the best you can. I forgot about the level thing, you know, gaining all these levels. I also forgot about refining the materials off camera, but you know, we got it done anyway. So with that being said, let me dig this out, and I'll be back with you guys when we're done, when we start filling it in. We don't need our fortune boy. We need a regular old work shovel. I guess we're using this. Alright, well, let's get to it. Alright. We finished up with the first major structure of Pallet Town, the giant lake. We'll remove this as well. Oh man, this looks like a figure. It actually looks like Doc. As funny as that sounds, it looks like Doc from Hermitcraft, the way these chests are set up. That's hilarious. But anyway, we finished the first major structure, and we actually did a little bit of terraforming as well. We might dig it a little bit deeper, but that's a little bit for later. For now, I want to go on a quick side quest because we are actually very unprepared. Chandelure. I thought I had everything. It felt like I was forgetting something, and I forgot just a couple of tangibles. So let's run over to these mountains over here, and we should be able to find what we're looking for, and we can move forward after that. The Pallet Town. We got more than enough coal and lava buckets to get smelting. Before we start building, I want to make sure we're smelting up a bunch of coal and stuff. I love that waterfall I created. Dealing with these water mechanics is very, very, very difficult. Very difficult. Alright, Great. I almost feel like we should actually make a hopper to catch this stuff, so we don't, so we can just let it do its thing. But you know, we'll take the free levels off this smelting. We'll take the free levels off the smelting any day. Speaking of that, you know what? Give me the rest of this cobble. Actually, we're gonna do something with this cobble now. And another block we're gonna need to start this off is wood flooring. Now let's go over to these buildings. I want to just explain briefly what we're going to be doing here. I already took the liberty of digging out the floors in most of these buildings, so we don't have to worry about that. And we'll put the replacement grass back in that we forgot to put in. But we'll start, first thing we're going to do is start with the floor. We're going to start making wood flooring. This wood flooring is like a specific PIXELMON block. And if I'm not mistaken, no, that's not how you make it. That's roughly 4 stacks. Let's see if we can cover this whole floor with the 3 stacks that we have. I mean, the 3 stacks. I meant to say 3 stacks. I was saying 4 stacks this whole time. I bet. Let's fill this in, and then I guess we'll start filling this in, and I'll be back with you guys when we're done. We're done. We finally finished up this little layer. Wow. This episode took way longer than I originally expected. Way longer. We were a little bit unprepared. I thought I had more supplies than I actually did. I thought I would have more than enough to finish off both layers of these structures, because that's only the first floor of these 2 buildings. These buildings are going to go up an extra layer, an extra floor. So we still have a lot more supplies to collect. I can make a stopgap and you know, with this designs that I got so far, I actually got a brilliant idea. So I might switch it up a bit, but I still have supplies to gather. Even as far as the lab is concerned, we fell a little bit short, but we'll be able to put everything up in no time. I'm gonna do the resource gathering off camera, and then we'll be able to get into the next phase of the second floor, the roof, and everything else in the next episode. But for now, I think we've had enough. I think we've... All right. We finally made it to Pallet Town. But man, when I tell you, riding on Pharaoh is very, very dangerous. All right. Now that we're back in Pallet Town, let's continue with the next phase of the episode. Now, I wanted to show you guys the work I did on camera. I went and collected a little bit more nether quartz. Alright, first things first, let's do a bunch of this stuff. Alright, we got all of the supplies ready to, you know, put the next levels onto these houses. So let's get that going now. And actually, there's a few more blocks we're gonna need. So I'm gonna go gather these blocks, and then we can start putting together the time lapse. And then I'll be back with you guys when we're done. All right. We finished off the first 2 floors of the house. Now we gotta put on the actual floor to the second floor of the house and the roof. We crafted up a bunch of red concrete powder that's gonna go for the roof. And we have a bunch more wood flooring. So I wanna get to that now. But we gotta turn this concrete powder into actual concrete. So we're gonna get to that now, and yeah, I guess once we do that, we will break this stuff up and go right over there and mine trying it out. Alright. That's all of the red concrete that we have. And I originally intended to build up to Pallet Town, build up to build height, and take a look at Pallet Town. But then I fell to my death. Now I'm going to try to jump without falling to my death this time. So we're going to be jumping off this way. Hopefully we make it. Alright. Let's go. From build height, almost. Geronimo! Oh, we made it. Alright. Now, the reason why I built all the way up to build height is obviously because we can easily mine this stuff down and get all of our stuff back by just getting our... No, we don't need... We could use the efficiency 4 boy, but I guess we'll just use the silk touch one. First things first, let's get out of this water and eat some food. Alright, now if we just mine these blocks right here, it's going to always turn into sand. So we could literally just sit here like this. And not that. I don't want to do that at all. Let's put a block there to stop that water flow. Actually, let's put a block there too. So we can have something to stand on. Yeah, this is perfect.
Chandelure. Chandelure. Chandelure.
Finally finished getting up the final structure, the lab. So that's all 4 major structures in Pallet Town completed. Oh man. We gotta put some doors and windows on these buildings, but the only thing left to do really is interior decorating, along with, you know, a little bit of odds and ends on the lawn, and we have some terraform to do around the edges, and then Pallet Town will be complete. So that shouldn't take nowhere near as long as these 3 buildings took. believe it or not, without like proper scaffolding and with my mouse going haywire along with my keyboard and my controller, man, this took a lot longer than I expected. But now we're done, and you know, I have a bunch of inventory stuff to deal with and some things to sort out and try and see if we have enough materials to even do all the interior decorating. So I'm going to get that done and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright. We put all of our inventory stuff away. Now we can head back to the base. Our original home. Let's go. Let's see, Abra, if you don't mind, please do the honors. Alright. We finally made it back to Pallet Town. Alright. Now, I'm gonna put away this inventory in these backpacks and we can get started with the rest of this build. Let's go. Alright. Got our inventory taken care of. Now we can head in and start finishing up the build. Let me collect this glass real quick. I had some glass smelting while I got the inventory sorted out. Now let's head over to our house and we can start laying down some of the windows and then we can get the interior up. Now first things first, let's put down our chest so we can have a good place to work from. We're not going to need this one just yet. Let's put down these chests real quick so we can have easy access. And first things first, I want to get our doors on. Our doors should be in one of these boxes. Yeah. We're going to go with an oak door for now. Let's see how that looks real quick. Okay, pretty good. And you know what? I want to be able to see our house a little bit better. So since we have a door on, let's take this out. We're going to have to fill this in with dirt. So let's go run and get the dirt. You want to help us out, Dreadnought? Yeah, let's just get straight grass. We're gonna need a lot of it for all of the homes, so let's do it. I forgot about that layer under the netherrack. Come on, Drillbur, you're not ready for me. Got him. Let's go. I'll take that as well. Yeah, let's clear this all up so we can fill it all in with grass. Now our house looks way cleaner. We'll do the same for the other side as well when we get over there. But for now, we're good like this. And did we pop out? Yeah, we accidentally popped out some of our wall. Alright, let's craft up some stuff. I should have made a crafting table. You know what? Let's do that real quick for the house. I guess I'll use some oak. Yeah, let's make a crafting table now. All right, now we have a crafting station. Let's get some lapis and get some blue glass going. Yeah, we need the pane, so let's do a bunch of glass panes. That should be good. Let's see if that's enough. It should be enough, but just in case, we got a bunch more. Stop these mons from running in and interrupting us this entire build session. I'm not too sure about these windows right here even, but we'll leave them there for now. The side windows is not too important. It's the only window I'm not 100% sure about is this one back here. I need to get some better measurements and then I'll figure this window out. If I have silk touch anyway, so it really doesn't matter, but for now we'll block it off. Alright, we have that figured out. Now let's go upstairs and do the upstairs windows. Now we want to put some lighting all around here too, but I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to place the lighting. I want to get all the furniture in first, and then we can place the lighting. I should have more than enough sea lanterns, torches, and glow lamps. Alright, so we use more than a stack for each house. Okay, cool. I'm glad I smelted up just enough. Yeah, we should have enough for the other house and enough for the other place we have to build. I gotta fix these stairs too. These stairs might end up coming out an extra block, so I have to be wary of that as well. All right, now let's start getting to it. Now, first thing I did, I have a bunch of appliances here we're gonna use. I also have a bunch of raw materials we're gonna use to make some more appliances, and I have more raw materials we're gonna use to make some other decorative items. Now, first things first, let's get our kitchen set up. We're gonna need a bunch of this stuff, and we're gonna go with oak for the most of the kitchen. So let's get a bunch of oak planks, start there, and we're gonna get some oak slabs too while we're at it. All right, we got oak planks and slabs. That should be a good spot to build from. Let's put away some of this glass. We're not going to need it for a while. Alright, now I want to get some countertops in first and foremost, so let's do that without messing it up completely. I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough space for everything I'm trying to do, but I'm going to try to map it out. I want to just check something to see if I have enough space. I'm not sure if I have enough space, but I'm going to have to check and see. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this over one block. All right. We finally got this side of the room kinda sorted out. Let me just make a few more items, and then we can figure that out. All right, now let me start mapping out some staircases. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. That's our house basically finished up. Just a few more odds and ends we can put around here, like a couple of more chests here and there. And I might change up the color of these stairs. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, that's pretty much how the house is going to be designed for now. We might add some more stuff in a lot of this dead space. But for now, this is basically how the house looks, minus, you know, a giant carpet we can put up here. We want to wait a minute to do the rest of the carpets. Well, actually, I think we have the wool necessary, but we're still going to wait to do all the carpets throughout the house. We just place some random ones down for now. Now we just basically going to replicate this in our neighbor's house, and it should be way easier and faster because we know exactly how we want everything to look. So let's head over there and get that done now. Yeah, let's go. All right, now we're in Oak's lab, so now we can start getting this built up. Let's go. All right, let's start building up Oak's lab. I think I'm gonna give about 4 spaces, 3 spaces. Okay, yeah, 3 spaces. Yeah, 3 spaces should be good, I think. So let's start putting in some bookshelves. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yeah, we need an even amount of books over here. We'll make more books in a second. 9 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, cool. We'll go with that. Now we can make this, right? Yeah. Perfect. Now, the fossil machine can go here. Yep. Now let's make some fossil displays. 2 should be good. Yep. All right, we got our fossil machine, our fossil displays. Now, I think that should be pretty decent. I don't know. We might need a trash can over here, though. Let's put down a trash can. It looks like these areas need a trash can. Let's put one over there. And let's add a bunch of furnaces for furnace arrays to be like machinery all over the place. fast real quick. For completion's sakes. Alright. Let's get in here now before we get attacked. Hey, how you like it chilling in the ground? Move tutor, huh? Scale shot. Oh, that's a pretty damn good move. Snore, superpower. Liquidation is epic. Oh, we're getting that. We're gonna purchase this right now. Liquidation, let's go. I did not even plan on using the move tutor right now, but since we have the supplies on us for this purpose, let's do it. I think he learns liquidation though. I think it's a late game move though. Let's check. I think he learns liquidation. Yeah, he learns liquidation later on in like 13 levels. We're learning that now. Let's go. And we're getting rid of water gun. Oh, Dragon Pulse is epic, but 16 diamonds? I don't think so. Thunder Punch is pretty dope on him. It gives him coverage against... You know what? It gives him some decent coverage. I'm going to get it just because it's better than Scratch and Smokescreen. So let's get rid of Growl and we'll keep Smokescreen for now. Oh, I can't pay the cost, really? You really think I can't pay the cost, buddy? Yeah, we'll get Thunder Punch for now. It gives us some coverage against water moves, and it gets rid of a useless move. What do you mean? How much do they want for this? Oh, I think it's aluminum. Yeah, it costs aluminum. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. There we go. What else you got for us? What can Mudkip learn? Water Pledge. He has a decent moveset. Rowlet's pretty set too. We're pretty good. We got some decent moves real quick. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. You know what? The obsidian can sit up there. This is why I carry these rubies and stuff on me. Exactly why. Running into a move tutor like that is important. Especially when you can get a late game move pretty early. I love it. Alright, a couple of things I want to do too. Iron, you know what? Can we do this now? Yes, we can. Oh, we get 3? Ooh, that's nasty. Why is our door 5 wide? Oh, we did an uneven amount of numbers. All right. Now that's Oak's lab. And that's all the pieces in too, minus some lights and some stuff on the roof. But I don't even think we have the necessary blocks. Let's go run and get those. And we can finish up the roof too. All right. All right. That is all the interior decorating done. Let's take a look real quick. If we take a look, yep, that's pretty much all the houses done. All of the houses are done. Only thing we have to do now is worry about actually doing a few more things on the outside as far as exterior decorating. Some flowers we want to put up over here. Then after that, we should be pretty good. Should be done with pallet time. Completely done. 100% done. Man, it's been a while. It's been wild. Well, we have to do a little bit of landscaping around the edges. A little bit of landscaping. We have to remove the border, and we have to do a little bit more of crafting. And then we're going to be done. But that is at least the interior, and all the windows and doors are on, and all of the furniture is in. So we can move on to the next phase, and we'll be 100% done with pallet time after that. So let me just organize some inventory stuff, and then I'll be right back with you guys. All right. We finished taking care of all of that inventory stuff. Now we can continue. Let's run over here real quick, and let's get to crafting up the few items we're gonna need. We want to put up the fences around here, so let's take out the fence post in the wood, and let's get to making a few fences. This should be pretty easy. Only thing we need to do, well, I don't want to make too many, so we're gonna start with. We're only gonna make the amount that we need. We need the white fences for now because we're gonna need a lot of bone meal coming up, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna need more than 15. So let's make this amount for now, and then we'll see where we at after this. Now, where exactly should we put these? I guess right here is pretty good. $23. All right. I'm pretty sure we're going to need probably about 20 on the other side too. Not let's count it out. All right, this is pretty good. I think we need some signs too. Yeah, let's make a few signs. We'll use the birch this time. Beat it, Pat Rat. Look, I knew he was trying to cut me off. I'm like, man. All right, let's go. Let's get it. We'll make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna do a little bit of terraforming around the edges, and we'll collect some flowers while we at it. But for now, I think the first thing we're gonna do is go on the outer edges of this perimeter, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna start placing. I need an extra row. Plus, I want to knock these walls back one and make them even. So the first thing I'm gonna do is cut out an extra row, and then I'm gonna even out the land properly. I want one more extra row of space on the outer perimeter of the land. Oh, really? Obstagoon? We should be able to take this guy out. I thought we would. Pharaoh should be able to do it. Or not. Man, losing our Mon here is not good at all. We needed those bones though. I'll take that. Yeah. I'm gonna put the trees. Yeah, I'm gonna put the stuff right on along this line. So I think that's it. Yeah, minus this little floating bit that I don't really care too much about. That should be the entire edges terraformed for now. As much as we're gonna terraform it, I guess. Cover up some of this stone over here. Yeah, that's pretty good. We'll do some more terraforming after we finish with the next phase. Let's go put some of this dirt away. And our mounts fainted. I think we have some revives on us, but I don't feel like using them. We could actually sleep at the next night too if we feel like it. We're going to be over here for a while, so sleeping is not the end of the world. Yeah, we don't need none of this dirt. Alright, now let's knock down. Let's do the next part, which was going to be... I think we should get rid of this part right over here. Let's take out this little perimeter. Come on, Piplup, we need your bones. Thank you. Alright, now we can start the more tedious part. Let's start planting down the edges. Let's see. We gotta get rid of all of this stuff too. Now, let's take out these ferns, and then we can plant these, and then that'll be the very final step. Let's get an inventory full of these, because I know we're gonna need pretty much all of them that we bought out here. Okay. We could start from down here, actually. Now, every one of these have to be bone milled several times before we can get the effect we're looking for. So let's put them in first, and then we'll worry about the bone mill after that. So that's a minimum stack of bone meal, which is way more because we're never gonna get all of these to bone meal with one try. Looks pretty dope. I would say so myself. Yeah, that's pretty much about to be finished. Let's get rid of this big giant pillar first, though. Now our map won't look so clouded. I wanted to dig this like 2 lower so we can have some real fish in here too, but we're not gonna do that nowhere near yet. Really? Mudkip? You'll go. Time for you to get some burn, Mudkip. Yeah. Alright, that was perfect. That was perfect. Let's put this, what's the name?
I know.
We got tons of mom drop messing with these dudes, man. All day, every day. Getting attacked left and right. Alright, alright. We have probably, well, we did get 2 more flowers. Let's put those down. We did get 2 more. Let's even that out. I think that's the flowers we needed. I think probably we need 4 more. Well, 6 more. 6 or 12 more. We should be good. We could get that with just the bone meal. Now, only thing left to do really is clean up this stuff and get it put somewhere else. Well, actually, we won't be needing these furnaces, so let's do that at the very least. Let's put these furnaces away. We won't be needing these no time soon. Alrighty, let's put the rest of this trash away too. You know what, we'll do that another time. The last and final thing I want to do, well, not final thing, but one of the last things I want to do, thought this was a gap, is get rid of this red border. So we can do that now. So get rid of this rack. Red flower? Yeah. Perfect. Alright, let's finish knocking this nether rack down, and that would signify the completion of construction. There we go. We knocked down the last construction brick in Pallet Town. Now I can finally say Pallet Town's about 99% done. The only thing we have to do is clean up this mess over here and move this enchantment setup somewhere else, and I would say Pallet Town is complete. So let me put some inventory stuff away, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, all right, all right, all right. We're back, we're back, we're back. We put all of our inventory stuff away. And I know you guys can tell where we're at. Let's take a nap first. Let's sleep through the night. And then we can officially start our journey from Pallet Town. Let's get it. Wake up in the morning, check our PC. You know, typical Pokemon stuff. Let's go. Take a look out the window. Pallet Town looks great. Minus the big mess right there. But we're going to ignore that for now. We're going to ignore that. The Pokemon are playing around, flying. Everything's great. Now let's go downstairs. This is usually where our mom will be sitting. Inside the games. Pretty dope. Pretty perfect. I like that. I like that. Now let's finally set off on the Pokemon journey. Yeah, let's go. First of all, let's get our Mon out. And let's do a flyover. There should be some music cueing at this point. But yeah, look at this. Look at this. We did it. We have to do a little bit of cleaning up by the lake, but we did it, guys. We created Pallet Town. Finally, our second goal of the season. Finally complete. It took a while. What is this? About episode 30? Through all the glitching, through all the lagging, we finally completed Pallet Town in all of its glory. It feels great. Honestly, it does. It feels amazing. Oh, no. There's one block missing. there you have it, folks. That's our adventure in Pallet Town documented. Man, it was a long, amazing journey over a few months, several hours of work and grinding, but we managed to do it. I want to show my appreciation once again for everybody that was here with us along on this journey and everybody that tuned in to every episode. The playlist is now up on the channel, and don't worry, we will be back with more PIXELMON in the future, but we have some things planned for this series in basically season 2, so just stand by and make sure you guys follow me on Twitter to get information on that. With that being said, it's your boy DB4, and we out. Peace.